يا عباد الله هبوا ونداء الحق لبوا فاعبدوه مخلصين.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to MTA Africa, and once again I would like to welcome you to this show. The name of the show is Stories of Devotion, where we bring you several missionaries, several scholars to share with us their life history or life experience. In the previous episode or in the previous program, we brought you a missionary also from Uganda who shared with us his life experience, his life journey in regards to the service of Jamaat and in regards to entering the Jamaat. Yes, my name is Salim Mufumba, the host of this show, and today also I have been joined with a missionary serving in Uganda, and I would like also him to share with us, introduce himself to our viewers. Yes, Sheikh Sab. Say salam to our viewers.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear viewers. My name is Matovu Shafiq Ali, and I'm serving as a missionary of Jamaat Ahmadiyya in Uganda. I'm serving as a tutor in Jamiatul Bashirin, which is found in Kampala region.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
So you're a missionary, and as of now, you're a tutor who is serving Jamiatul Bashirin.
Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah. Yes, Sheikh, thank you for honoring our invitation. And as usual, we always host the missionaries here to share with us their life experience. And I wish also you will share with us that experience that you encountered in the service of the Jamaat.
Alhamdulillah.
Without taking a lot of time, I will pose my first question to you. As human beings, we know that we have families, and we know that we're all from different backgrounds. Can you briefly tell us about your family background?
Thank you for hosting me here, and I'm very glad to be here
Yes.
to share my story with the rest of the viewers. As I've mentioned, my name I'm Matovu Shafiq Ali. I'm from Kalisizo Jamaat, which is found in Masaka region, which is found in southern part of the country. Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah,
Yes.
my parents are still alive, and my father's name is called Matovu Hamid Ali, and my mother is known as Kopsinge Hanifa. And I have one sister, and also I had one brother who is now the late, passed away last year. Alhamdulillah. So
Okay.
for now, from my father, I'm the only surviving son of his, and Alhamdulillah, my sister is still living by the grace of Allah.
Okay, mashallah. Thank you for that wonderful experience. As a missionary, I know you've encountered a lot, but before becoming a missionary, there is somewhere you started from.
Yes.
And we know that you first went through school. You have ever gone to school?
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Briefly, there's a lot of experience that everyone encounters when you go to school, and a lot of that kind. Can you briefly tell us about your level of sexual education, and what were your dreams while in school? What were your ambitions as a person?
Alhamdulillah, I happened to go to school. I attended my primary school in a school known as Unique Nasaran Primary School. It was found near the police station of Kaliso Police Station. Right now it's no more existing for some reasons. And I attended my secondary school in secondary school known as Matare CU. It was a Church of Uganda secondary school, Matare CU.
Okay.
Secondary school. And this is where I completed my S4. So after my S4, my O level, and I had that desire to become a sheikh, because in Uganda we know that all those Muslim teachers or preachers, they are known as sheikhs or shuyukh, but we normally call them sheikh. Yeah. So I love to become a sheikh, and that's after my O-level. I wrote my application to be enrolled in Jamia Tumbashirin. By then, it was known as Talim Center. I think that's the name. And after that, when I was enrolled, I joined that Jamia Tumbashirin in Uganda in 2012. I joined it in February. Okay. So from there, my journey started of Jamia. Actually, as I skipped something that during my secondary, one Maalim who was serving in our Jamaat, Karizu Jamaat, I was by then in senior 2. He asked me what do I want to become or to be after education, after my studies. I told him that I want to become a sheikh. So he told me, or he advised me to pray for it, to pray about it. So, and I was active in different Jamaat activities. We used to attend monthly meetings of Masaka region. So sometimes I used to go with him and I would present the monthly report of Karizo Jamaat with him. So that's how I gained the love to serve. And this desire of becoming a missionary, actually it was generated from himself. The way I used to view him, the way I used to see him, dealing with people, answering people's questions. During my conversation with him at that early age, I came to know that he did not attend school for a long time. He only stopped in about primary 2. But the knowledge he had, the nature in which he used to, to handle questions or discussing with people, I loved that, and I wished to be like him. So that drove me to become a missionary, and that's why the desire to become a missionary.
Okay. Before you became a missionary, you shared with us your experience in school. In school, before you were born a missionary. Your family was
in my family, the first.
I mean, you were born an Ahmadi.
I'm a convert.
You just converted.
Yes, and I think the year I regard as the year of my joining the Jamaat, it is 2006. It is in 2006, and it was my first time to attend Jasa Salana. Okay. So from that experience I got from Jasa Salana, I swear I decided that now I'm an Ahmadi. But in our family, Jamaat, the first member from our family was my mom. She was the first convert, and then from there,
you also joined.
Yes.
Okay, mashallah. Oh, thank you. And joining the Jamaat, there's a lot that you experienced before joining, and there is an inspiration that you got. What inspired you to devote yourself to the service of Islam, Ahmadi?
Actually, as I told you, that I desired to be a sheikh, but I didn't know the system in Jamaat. Yeah. That when you have to devote your life, and then your entire life solely lives on service of Jamaat. For me, at first I thought I'll go and then I'll be trained, and then I'll come back to my village and start teaching people, teaching children prayers and our stuff. But when I joined Jamia, I came to realize that it's not a small journey, it's not a small thing. The qualities which I mentioned from that man, his name is called Mahdi Lambaeho. He's a Tanzanian. You have to learn. You have to load yourself with knowledge. You don't have just to memorize or learn how to recite Quran and then you go out.
Just move out.
You have to be packed with knowledge. Yeah. So you'll be like a moving dictionary. That in case you are asked anything, you don't say, oh, I will ask someone and then I will come back to you. No, you have to have knowledge. Or if you don't have the knowledge, specific knowledge about that, you have the ability to search for the knowledge or for the information regarding that which may be required. Wow. So which means you will not be blank. you have to know something. So because of that, when I joined Jamia Tumbashirin, I thought I would be there for 1 or 2 years. It's when I knew that the journey is not ending here. I have to continue up to joining Jamia Tumbashiri in Ghana. So I spent 1.5 years in SETA, Tarbiyat Center, and then I qualified to continue with my studies.
Yes, Shay. That takes me to my next question.
Yeah.
You've already taken me to Jamia. That's where I was going. We know that in Jamia there is a lot of experiences that you encounter as individuals or as learners.
Yes.
Can you briefly share with us your experience while in Jamia or during that journey of attaining that training in Jamia?
If I'm to narrate the different experiences that I received in Jamia, it's a lot. We cannot end it today. But Alhamdulillah, Jamia provides us an environment to learn a lot, especially because we are coming from different backgrounds. You learn how to handle or to interact with different people. You learn how different people react, and then how you have to limit your reaction, not to be extreme. Because the Holy Quran teaches us to be modest, to deal in different situations in a best way, not to let our natural impulses to overtake us. So Alhamdulillah, in Jamia, we were living with people from different countries, over 10. And when I joined Jamia International, there were like over 20 nationalities. And especially, also, Jamia trains us how to deal with the different responsibilities, however much the time may be limited.
Understand.
For example, with all the course that we had to deal with, and also with personal needs that at times we may need to go outside, we were trained to do all that in the time frame which you are given.
That was allocated.
Which is allocated. You're expected to do everything that you need. If you want to buy something from the market, you have to use that time.
That time allocated for you.
Because, for example, during the weekdays, you are told if you need to buy anything from the market, you are expected to go between Zuhur and Asr prayer, except in the weekend, where you might be given up to before Maghrib time. But you have to make sure that everything you do, however much the journey may be long, you have to summarize it within that time. And you'll be back in Jamia before it is late. Because when you come back late, you'll be punished, not with cane.
But you have to be given
you have to be given those punishments, which actually will be reforming you, will be training you how to use your time very well.
Because punishment, mostly punishments, aim at reformation.
Some punishments, they are seen as like curses or burdens, but some punishments, they come as a lesson, to teach you a lesson, or to bring you back to line.
The right line.
Yes.
Well, that takes me to next question. That in Jamia, there's a lot that you experienced, because you started sharing with us the experiences you encountered while in Jamia. Can you please tell us about that one experience that you will never forget as an individual, as a person? Because there is a lot of experiences that you encountered, but there is that one experience that you think of that experience I will never forget.
Alhamdulillah, there are a lot of experiences, but one of them, different assignments or works we see people doing outside, and they are very costly. For example, we used to do day duty and night duty security, and you're expected to be there more than 8 hours. At night, you be on duty, you get on duty post at least by 10, and by 5 or 4 in the morning, that's when your duty ends, and you're expected to be there. And that gave us a chance to know how security is very important. That's why even in Jamaat, we do not hire for security.
We have to use our fellow members
because
they know the
members.
Jamaat.
Yes,
they know how to act accordingly.
Yes. However, the laws of the society, they have to govern, to rule. They have to be implemented. So you have to inform them in case of any organization or program. But it was a system of Jamia that the students themselves took part in those kind of activities by themselves. Another experiences of Wakaramal, different works may be assigned as students, and you may think it is too big for you to carry it out.
Yeah, understand.
But with that vigor and courage and readiness to
that devotion
and readiness to carry it out, Allah makes it easy for you. For example, there are some works which needs experts to do it. For example, painting. And you find yourself, you don't have any experience of carrying
you're doing
and
it.
you find yourself doing it and be perfect. And people who may come and see that work may think that maybe you hired some experts that carried out that work. And then, so Jamia not only trains us to do only religious studies, but also some other activities.
You also do some casual works.
Yes, works.
To train you for the future.
Yeah.
That's good. In Jamia, but before, how many years did you take in Jamia?
Actually, when I left Uganda, I went to Jamia Tumbashirin, which was a 3-year course. Jamia Tumbashirin,
so
Ghana.
You spent there 3 years?
Yeah, in Ekrafo.
Okay.
So after that, then I qualified for Jamia International, where I went for 5 years. So in total...
So Jamia International...
It was 5 years.
And
because I completed Jamia Tumbashirin, so I didn't go for 7 years.
Jamia Tumbashirin 3 years.
Yes,
and then the 5 years you spent in
Jamia International.
That's Ghana.
Yes, so still in Ghana. In Uganda, as I told you before, it was just 1.5 years, and that was like preparation.
Yeah, preparing.
Because I thought I would just go there for 2 years and come out, or 1 year. It was a long journey. So when I left for 1 year,
you thought maybe you're going to spend only 2 years.
Only 2 years, or even less. But then it ended up spending 8 years in Ghana.
Okay.
And I, by the time I completed as a qualified missionary of Jamaat Ahmadi.
Thank you, Sheikh. Our beloved viewers who are watching us, who are following us, we thank you so much. And those who have just joined us on the show today, I have Sheikh Matovu Shafiq, a missionary from Uganda, and is a regional missionary from Bugili region. From Kampala. He's serving as a tutor also from Jamia Mbashirin Center, where he's currently residing. And those who missed our previous shows, I also remind you can find us on our website, www.mta.tv. Those who would like to share with us some comments, you can also reach out us on africa.mta.tv. Thank you. You can continue following us on the conversation. Shay, as we continue, there is a lot that you have shared with us. But in the period of Jamia, we would like to know, after Jamia, you have graduated. I know there was a deployment. You were deployed somewhere. Where was your first deployment, and how did you find it? How was that experience? After Jamia, you have graduated, and now you're a full missionary.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah, I graduated from Jamia International in 2022, in June. So I reported in my country in the beginning of July 2022. So in those first months, we were with Amir for orientation. And then my appointment letter came when I was to be posted in Jamia Tumbashirin as a tutor. As I told you before that I spent my 8 years in Jamia, so my 8 years, over 8 years, it was Jamia life. And when I went to Ghana, there was no any kind of holiday coming back home.
Yeah.
So when I passed out, I wished, as a human being, you may wish, you can wish or desire for something. So I was hoping I shouldn't have an appointment in Jami again. But the letter came when I'm again
You
deployed as
replaced it there.
in Jamia. But
Okay.
I graciously accepted it because you have to obey. And being that you sacrifice your life,
Your life.
so your life and all your desires are for Jamaat. So I moved to Jamia to Mbashirin, and I'm still
Where
there
you're
serving. And now I'm serving as a housemaster.
Okay.
So I'm a tutor, and at the same time as housemaster, students
MashaAllah,
housemaster.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. All right. Sheikh, in the field of a missionary, I know you have a lot of experiences you've encountered, but among those experiences within there, there are challenges that you've also encountered in those experiences. Can you at least briefly uh, enlighten us about some of the challenges that you have encountered as a missionary in that field?
I haven't encountered any challenge. However, any kind of situation that you find, it depends on how you react to it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, challenges are meant to happen, but how we receive them. But according to my experience, I haven't encountered any challenge. But as I told you, sometimes you desire to have a life experience somewhere.
Yeah.
But due to the nature of your work or what is expected from you, you will not deploy yourself somewhere you're not supposed to be. So it can be seen as a challenge to some people, but still I see it as a grace because I'm given a chance. Jamaat and Khilafat has given me a chance to be part in the training of the new missionaries. So all those who will be passing out
And
when
this
I'm
is a
still there. So
big
it is a very
responsibility.
big responsibility.
Yes.
But when carried out to the success, it is something that everyone can be proud of.
Yeah. Well, Sheikh, as a missionary or as missionaries, we know that the biggest role that you're supposed to play or to play is to offer tabligh
Yeah.
to the various parts of the world of the Jamaat. As a missionary, how have you found this field, and how how have you experienced it?
Yeah. Actually, the activity of Tabligh, I started it even before I became the missionary. During my secondary school, from the way I used to hear the Mualim
Yes.
I told you about, who inspired me to become a sheikh, the way I used to hear him answering people's questions, so I used to copy and also preach to different friends of mine during school and even some family members. So even after gaining knowledge from Jamia, I've tried to conduct those kind of tabligh programs, personally not by assignment by the Jamaat. And Alhamdulillah, from my family, we are the only Ahmadis. But now everyone knows that this family is for Ahmadis, and all those resentments that they had, and different reaction to the members, or different words negative words they used to say. At least now it has calmed down. Even before, during in a family platform, this is personal. However, when I was exchanging ideas with them, because as you know, it is a norm for them to say Ahmadis are kufar, are kafir, or whatever. My contribution changed a lot, and the way they receive me and us. So they receive us as human beings, as Muslims, because of those arguments that I presented to them. And because of that, they could not, refute them. So the better they could do is to say, chase me from that family
Oh.
platform. It is a WhatsApp platform because they thought my influence will fall on other members and they will become Ahmadis. But it hasn't saved anything. And Alhamdulillah, slowly we are getting people. At least they are attending now Jamaat functions. When I extend my invitation to them, they attend. For example, peace symposiums, they happen to attend. So like that.
Okay. Well, Sheikh, as a missionary, before choosing to become a missionary, you devoted yourself
Yes.
to Islam Ahmadiyya. You devoted yourself to serve Islam Ahmadiyya, to serve the Jamaat. How have you found it? How have you found, like, how is your relationship with the Jamaat or with Khilafat?
Alhamdulillah. During our studies, we are in Jamia. We are always advised and encouraged to write letters to Huzur. And by the grace of Allah, I have received 2 letters with Huzur's signature.
His signature.
With his signature, no
Wow,
private
mashallah.
One was in Urdu and another one was in Arabic, but I received those letters with Huzur's signature. And always I move with them, and I have kept them since then. And all other letters, not only those ones, but I cherish those with Huzur's signature. And I always pray for Huzur, and I wish one day to meet him, because I've never had a chance of meeting him personally.
Wow.
But I pray, may Allah enable me to meet him one day, inshallah.
Inshallah, inshallah. Thank you so much, Sheikh. I continue to remind you, our viewers who are watching us and those who have just joined us on the show, I have Sheikh Matovu Shafiq, a missionary, and at the same time serving as a tutor, Jamia Mbashulin, Uganda, that's the Seta. Yes, Sheikh, you've shared with us a lot. And also thank you, Sheikh, for honoring our invitation and accepting to be here with us today on this show. Thank you for watching. The host is Salim Mufumba, MTA Africa, and don't miss out the next episode. Till we meet, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
يا عباد الله هبوا ونداء الحق لبوا فاعبدوه مخلصين